So let us deep dive into Angular, how we can create a Angular application. So Angular 1, what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new terminal. And I'll go here, class, and I'll say like create front end. I will go to my terminal, D workspace. The D workspace is already there. We go back, CD class, right? And then CD front end. Okay, so it went there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create my Angular application, right? So how I can create my Angular application? So this is a simple command. Okay, so this is ng new Angular, anything like ng new. I can say like Angular application demo. Okay, you want routing or not, right? So routing is for navigation purpose. Like for example, I told you in Amazon, I have to click on like a laptop, Dell laptop or mobile or whatever, right? Maybe product filtering or whatever. So as of now, I don't want, I'd say like no. Okay. And then it is asking for CSS, whether I want CSS, CSS, SAS, LAS, right? I will choose a default CSS. So it is going to create the entire application. Okay. So for that, before that, you have to install Angular CLI. Okay. So I have already installed Angular CLI. That is the reason I'm not getting this error. Otherwise, you will get an error. You have to install Angular CLI using this command npm install -g @Angular/CLI. So CLI is what command line interface where it is going to you can run the command from this particular tool. Okay, so first you have to install this Angular CLI. Before that, you have to install Node.js and then Visual Studio, right? One by one, and then you'll be able to create this particular application. Let's see like whether it is created or not. See here, it is taking maybe 2 or 3 minutes, right? So I went to class, I am in workspace class front end, and it asked me like I am going to create a routing or not, and then what is the CSS style, and it is creating. Okay, so the entire file has been, folder structure has been created. So I have to import my folder. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, workspace, class, front end, Angular application demo. I trust this. I click on new terminal, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to run this application. ng serve -open. Okay, whether you can open or not doesn't matter. Open means it is going to automatically open our browser. Okay, so that's what its application is created and it is running here. Okay, I have not done anything, not even a single code. I just created the application. That's it. Okay, so here we'll see like in Angular, what are the things? These and all entire folder structure similar to your Spring Boot. Okay, so you can see here the starting file, right? You can see configuration, right? So what are the things we will see in the next session, but still like you can see like these and all created by our Angular application itself, okay, which is important. TypeScript.config.js and then Angular.json. Angular.json is very much important, right? So this configuration file will touch going forward, right? For some of our options, build optimizer is there, right? And then these are the builder tool where it is going to use our node modules, because npm, using npm only, node package manager only, we are going to run the Angular application, right? And whether it is a production ready development, whatever environment it is, right? So these and all will change slowly. Okay, karma is for testing. Okay, and then package.json is there. What are the similar to our Spring Boot library? Here, all our libraries are there, dependencies. Okay, all the dependencies are defined by Angular framework itself. Okay, so all the library files are here in the node modules, which is given by node package manager npm. Okay, so we have to install node package manager, Visual Studio, and then Angular, and then getting into this particular code. Okay, so here you can see this is our source folder. So similar to the Spring Boot here, main.java resources, right? Here it is our app folder, and then the main thing is index.html, HTML, and then main.ts. These two files are very, very important. Okay, from this only the entire application has been created. Okay, this entire application has been created because of this two files, index.html and then main.ts. Okay, so main.ts, it is about enabling this enable prod mode, and then app module. It is bootstrapping our app module. What is that app module? App, right? So that is given by this index.html. Here we'll be having this app.root, right? Application app.root, and that app folder is created here, app, right? Application component. So the application component folder contains CSS files, HTML file, where this entire content has been created. So for example, if I delete this, what will happen? Nothing, right? If you say like header, maybe something I define, welcome to Angular, welcome to Angular, right? So that is what our code is. Okay, so the entire code has been defined by Angular. We have deleted it and we just created this, right? And TypeScript, where this scripting language, it has been defined. We are going to use, this is for testing purpose. We are not going to use it. We'll be using this. See here, what is the selector component app, right? And HTML file here, and then CSS file. Okay, so well, Angular application demo, that is the title. So here Angular application demo. So instead of that, I'll say like Angular application. Maybe what I will do, copy paste it. It's not refreshing it. I think I have to restart the application. Then it will change it. Control C. It has to rebind, I mean rebuild it. I think it is defined somewhere else also. I have to change it. Okay. So that way we'll be able to change this application, and then you can see here. Okay, sorry, here it is there. Again, I have to restart. So this is the way Angular application also will be able to create. Okay. So is it complex for working on Angular and then Spring Boot? Okay. So how we will create a Angular application? What is the command? What is, first of all, what is Angular CLI? So the CLI, using the CLI command only, I am going to type in my command to create my project, or to create a component, to create a services, to run an application, right? So for that only the Angular CLI is there. Okay. So what is the command to create an application? So ng new, and then you define your own application. Okay. You create your own application, ng new, that's all. And then it is going to create all the folder structure and everything for Angular. Okay. Okay. So what are the, after typing ng new and then application or whatever, what are the things it is going to happen? What kind of questions is going to come? Okay. So two questions it is going to ask: what kind of routing, whether you want to have routing or not, and then style sheet, what kind of style sheet you want. right? So after that, it creates all the application. Okay, and then how will you run the server, Node.js server, and what is the command to open your application? So it is ng-serve. Okay, ng-serve is going to run the Node.js server to serve our application. And how do you open the browser? Hyphen open. Okay, ng-serve hyphen open. So ng-serve is separate command, and ng-serve hyphen open, we are clubbing together to open the browser and serve the browser. Okay. Okay, fine. So okay, so we got some information about the Spring Boot and Angular. Okay, so let us talk about Java. So I would like to understand, like, what do you know about Java? Forget about like I'm going to train whatever it is, right? What do you know about Java from everybody? Whether you know from college or any industry or Google or whatever, from your reference or whatever, just share your knowledge. What is Java? What we are talking about Java? So it's a object-oriented language and we can run in any platform. So what in by platform? Any platform, right? I write a code in Java in my operating system in my local machine. Could be like Windows or Linux or Solaris. Okay. At that time, it is platform dependent. At that time, when I am writing a code, I am writing a code in Windows OS. Okay. But after writing it and then compiling it, it is going to give a class file. Okay, that class file, what I am going to take, right? I can deploy in Linux or Solaris or Windows 10 or 8, 5, whatever it is, where there is JRE or JDK install, I can run my program. Okay, so at that time only we are going to say like it is a platform independent in nature. The class file, whatever I am having, it's not the Java file, it's the compiled file class file. Okay, so the Java file you cannot deploy in any platform. The class file, the output file, I can deploy in any platform where there is JRE and JIT and then JDK is installed. I can deploy it. That is what we call it as a platform independent. Okay, that is the reason most of the people are migrated away from other languages like Pascal, Fortran, Visual Basic. Visual Basic is for Microsoft only, right? So that's why they went into this particular Java world. Okay. So it is an object-oriented language. What in by object-oriented language? We are talking about high-level language, robust, right? It is scalable like anything. I can add more and more modules, applications, secure programming language, right? It is developed by Sun Microsystem earlier. Then it has been bought by Oracle in 1995. Okay. James Gosling. I mean, these are all not interview question. Okay, just we are getting into like understanding what is Java. Okay, who is the father of Java? And it was named as oak when this James was sitting on a tree, oak tree. He named it as oak, right? And then he renamed it as Java, right? So like Java, we are having when there is a JRE installed in any platform, I can take my class file and deploy it. That is called platform. Okay, so features of Java program is both compiled and interpreted, right? So compile in the sense what we are going to, Java C or earlier before the tools and all came in, we are going to write a command to compile it. But right now, right click and then compile. So Spring Boot, we have seen like right click run Java application. Okay, so it compile and it kickstart the application. So that is called compilation. And interpretation is what? It's about depends on your browser. The class file is going to be invoked, and we are going to get the output on console or your browser. Okay, and write once, run anywhere. So you work on your own development platform. It could be Windows or Linux or whatever, but run anywhere. Okay, write your code in one platform, run, take the class file, and then load and run in any platform. It could be Linux or Windows or whatever, right? You can run the program. Okay. So how we are going to compile? What is the execution model? Compilation execution of a Java program. So Java being a platform independent programming language does not work on one-step compilation. Instead of it, it involves two-step execution, right? So first we are going to compile the program, and in a virtual machine, we are going to run it. Right? First is compilation, other one is execution, right? So we can see some of the example here. Let me close this. So let us go to this. So here JDK is there. This is, so you can see the difference, right? Spring Boot, how it was. So we have a lot of library files and everything, right? Here, what I have done, I have created a file new Java project. Okay. So you can create your own package name and then use the environment and then click on it. Right? It is not having all the library files like Maven dependencies and all. It is a simple Java program which has a source folder and then this library only. That's all. It is a Java project, not your Maven project. Okay, hope that is clear. Right? File new Java project and then create it. Okay, so in that I am going to use like maybe let's see like what is there in a default package, maybe first Java class, right? So here public class, first Java class. We'll see like what is this first of all, right? So what I'm going to write, run Java application. So hello world, or type whatever you want, right? So here I can say like welcome to Java programming. Or otherwise I can do here also. So welcome to Java programming. Okay. So what is this public? It is a keyword. Okay. So with that keyword, what I'm telling, this the first Java class can be exposed, can be accessed by anyone outside of this world. Okay. And class is a syntax. Okay. And you can rename it with any name. Okay. But Java convention is first letter should be a capital letter and then small case. And if you have different naming convention, you can use it. Okay. Public means it is an access specifier where we have different access specifier. We'll talk about it when we are getting into access specifier class, right? So public is a keyword, class is a syntax, and then class name. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, public static void main. So this is the starting of a program similar to our Spring Boot. We saw like @ Spring Boot application, right? Similar to that here. Public is the keyword, static is a keyword where the main class, it is going to start without creating an instance. What is that object instance? We'll see in the upcoming session. Public static is a keyword. Void, we are not going to return anything. So what is that return? Instead of returning some value, I'm not going to return. Okay. And the string args, earlier we are trying to use it while you are running the command prompt, we'll be passing some information to pass it. So that is not required here, but still like we use this parameter. Okay. Main is the entry point for a Java application. Void, I'm not going to return anything. Return in the sense, return something, one or two, right? So that is what return means. I'm going to pass my output. Okay. That is what means return. So instead of that, I can say void. If I say string, I'm going to return this string. If I say int, I am going to return int. Okay, static means without creating an object, I'm going to call this first Java class and main method. Public is a keyword where we have our own access specifier. Okay, what is the system.out.println? System is a predefined class. Out is the output console. Println is a method. So this will be an interview question, right? So what is system.out.println? System is a class, output is an output console, println is a method. Okay. And even there will be a question on public static void main. Main is the entry point for a Java application. Void is a return type where it is not going to return anything. Static is a keyword where we are going to run this application without creating an instance. Okay, so these are all interview question. Okay, what is system.out.println? What is public static void main? Okay, so this is clear, right now. So this is how we'll get into this classes.